All right, I'd like to go ahead and call this meeting to order. First of all, would like to recognize any visitors. If there's anybody here that has anything to approach the Board of Adjustments unrelated to the agenda for tonight, now's a chance to do that. And seeing none, I'd take a motion on minutes for Wednesday, September 27th of 2023.
I'll move to approve the minutes of September 27th as presented.
Second that motion.
Moved and second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. New business, and we've got on our agenda one item at Berea Independent Schools at 3 Pirate Parkway. It's a variance request for a 32 square foot electronic sign. And Amanda, do you want to share any perspective on the proposal?
Just to state the request, in case it wasn't in your packet, they are so that's an aerial view of the school when you capture the moment. And they are requesting to put a digital sign where this little pink X is. And just to give you a little more information, I'm sure they will present this, but just there's the proposal for the sign. So 32 square feet. The city's regulations in our Land Management Development Ordinance, Chapter 411, under signage, in this particular zone, which is public, semi-public facilities, only allows 12 square feet. So they are requesting that variance. And I think we do have a legal counsel for the school here.
Oh, okay.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do. I'm Teresa Combs. I'm General Counsel for the Berea Community Schools, and we are here to present this variance. I want to thank Michelle and Andrea, is that Amanda?
Amanda.
Sorry,
That's okay.
for being so helpful when I contacted them about this. This is not something I usually come and do, so I represent school boards. But I have my technical people with me here tonight. We have the superintendent's representative right here in the brown. This is Nathan Sweet. He's our finance director. We have back here Scott Self, who's very heavily involved in this project, and he is our director of school climate. And children like these signs, community parents like these signs, having school activities up here. Our technical advisor from the sign company, from Golden Rule Signs, is Mr. Seth McNeil out there. And so if you have questions technical, that's really not me. That's my people here. And so anything else that you want me to do or say or get them to say, we can do that. Also, I did contact your counsel, as we've known each other for a number of years, and he told me this was pretty informal. So I'm not used to going to a hearing where I don't have to do a whole lot, but it's kind of nice. So if y'all have any questions, just please let us know.
So I actually did pull, so Berea City owns some of the parking lot that is adjacent to the school. So I pulled this just for reference to show you that the sign will be placed on Berea Community School property. But adjacent to that is City of Berea here, and Berea College to the north, Berea College to the east, and this is also Berea Community School property. So I'm going to switch on over to this other map, and if I zoom out, let me just check this other. Yeah, so all surrounding property owners would either be Berea College or Berea City.
Yeah, I would like to say that this is not going to be, this is close to our building. For those of you who've been over there, it's very close into the building. It's not out close to a highway or to anybody else's property where the light would shine over there to disturb anybody or to cause any kind of havoc on the roadway or anything like that.
Trying to remember, we approved a variance for signage for the city
We did, for Tourism Commission.
tourism. I'm just trying to remember what we approved in terms of signs.
They had requested 40 square feet, so it was a 10 by, a 4 by 10 sign, I think is what they
Okay.
had asked for. But again, quite considerably off the road, where, you know, we have requirements for intensity levels for these electronic signs. Again, if it's not where it's going to impede the visibility of traffic flow, you know, again, I think that's something to consider. I will also mention to the board that with any variance, the board must make the finding, one of these 4 findings, that the request arises from special circumstances which do not generally apply to the land in the general vicinity or in the same district. Such special circumstances are not the result of actions of the applicant. The strict application of the provisions of the regulations would deprive the applicant of a reasonable use of land or would create an unnecessary hardship on the applicant. Or lastly, that the variance will not adversely affect the public health, safety, welfare, will not alter the essential character of the general vicinity, and will not cause a hazard or a nuisance to the public. And so I would just remind you that as part of a motion, though, that finding would need to be included. It does look like, I pulled just a measurement from my aerial photography. It looks like 450 feet is the distance from Walnut Meadow Road.
Again, the dimensions.
30,
4 by 8. So here's just a little proof of what they are proposing. Front view, back view. And 8 feet, 10 feet to the top of it from grade.
How close is that to the parking?
the loop that goes around in front of the high school. Is that what you're talking about?
I'm sorry. Could we get you up here and get you sworn in? And just repeat what you said for the record. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do. Nathan Sweet. So I would say that this is about halfway between that loop and our newer addition right there that's sticking out.
Got it.
It's-
So it would, tell me, would it face, it would face straight out and not at an angle? My thinking is, my train of thought here is that if you're there at nighttime for a band concert or you're picking up your kids for basketball, is that gonna be blasted in my eyeballs when I'm sitting there waiting for them to come out?
Do you know which way it's? I don't know which way it's facing, to be honest with you. And I'm sworn, so I can't answer that.
You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do.
State your name.
Seth McNeil. So the sign is, this is a picture here showing where it's facing towards that circle passing through. As far as the brightness at night, so it has a built-in photocell sensor to where as the daylight gets darker, the sign dims down automatically, and those levels can also be set within the software to adhere to the city ordinances and codes regarding light pollution. And another option is to have the sign shut off after a certain hour of the nighttime.
Gotcha.
So don't think it would be a hazard in any way. And it's so far from the road, 450 feet is not even really visible from the main road. It's just those people there in that loop that can see the sign.
Gotcha.
So, and I'm from the sign company, so if anyone else has any specific questions regarding the signs or features or functions, I'd be happy to help answer any other questions.
All right, well, any further discussion? Anyone care to make a motion? Might be helpful to refer to those circumstances.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion that we approve the variance for signage. Gee whiz, I'm gonna speed it up. That we approve the variance for the size of a sign for Berea Independent School District 3 Pirate Parkway, because the variance will not adversely affect public health, safety, and welfare, and will not alter the character of the general vicinity, and will not cause a hazard or nuisance to the public.
Okay, motion has been made. Any discussion?
Do you have plans for the other two signs that are out there now? The signs that are not lighted, the Whitaker Bank or People's Bank sign? They're gonna stay?
The plan is to remove those signs.
I mean, the reason I ask that question is because they're not mischief proof. It's true.
Yeah, does this sign have alarm in case there is mischief? Just asking. All right, so we do have a motion.
I'll second.
Motion has been seconded to approve a variance for a 32 square foot sign for Independent Community School. And I cannot read that, so I know you have it on record. And yeah, so all those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Approved. Yes.
So, just to follow up, we had, from a permitting perspective of the sign permit, we had placed it on hold until, so someone had applied for the sign permit, and we had placed it on hold until we could have this hearing. So I will proceed, we'll speed that thing along so that you guys now will just need to, whoever applied for it should get an email that says it's approved. Oh, that was probably the sign company. Yep, okay. So, so you'll get an email that it's approved, and then you'll just let us know when it's installed for inspection. Thank you.
Well, thank you. All right, motion to adjourn. Anyone?
So moved.
So moved. All in favor?